All right, so as y'all know, as of yesterday, as of the 15th, um, Naoki Yoshida, the director for Final Fantasy 14, came out and gave us a little bit more of an update on the Endwalker situation that we are currently dealing with right now. As we speak, we're almost there, but it's been about 2.5 hours, so we're trying. Um, so just going forward with what he said, we apologize for the ongoing congestion that has been occurring since early access and the official launch of Endwalker. It's been nearly 2 weeks since the start of early access, and players are still experiencing substantial congestion when logging into the game. As we have new content set to release in upcoming patches, I'd like to provide you with several updates on our plan to address these issues. First of all, can we just all be like really happy that we have a dev that's actually been communicating as much as they have? Like, good lord, it's insane. Like, no other game are you gonna get something like this. We are aware that the long waiting times to log in to the game are preventing players from playing, and for this, we sincerely apologize. In response to this, we recently granted 7 days of game time, but now we're also granting an additional 14. So they're jumping in, giving you 2 more weeks of game time for free. So this includes those to all players who own the full version of the game and an active subscription. So as long as you have an active subscription, you're going to get free time in on December 21st, which is going to be the release of patch 6.01. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Now, the meat and potatoes of this. The big dog, the big one. Suspending delivery of package version and temporary suspension of digital version sales. Holy crap, this is the moneymaker right here. This is the insane one. Players are currently experiencing extremely long wait times due to the dense concentration of play hours, which far exceed our server capacity, especially during the peak times, and so we have decided to temporarily suspend the sale and delivery of Final Fantasy XIV Starter Edition and Complete Edition. Additionally, although those with an active subscription are prioritized to log in, free trial players are unable to log in outside of late night and early morning hours, and so we will also temporarily suspend new registration for the free trial. So, what does this mean, guys? Like, what? They're stopping sales of the game. You can't buy it. You can't get a free trial right now, which kind of sucks because I've definitely been trying to get a lot of people, it's my friends to play it. And one of the biggest selling points is, oh, well, if you're not sure, there's a free trial that literally takes you all the way through Heavensward, like up all the way. Like it's a no-brainer. You should try it. You give it a shot. But now you can't even do that. So, that's kind of unfortunate. These temporary suspensions will be phased in over the next few days as we work with our retail partners. We will be coordinating with them as swiftly as possible, but please bear in mind that this will be a gradual process. We will also be suspending all new advertisements. However, it will not be possible to suspend some of the advertisements due to the nature of how they were set up. We appreciate your patience and understanding regarding this matter. Expansion packs and collector's edition digital upgrades will continue to be available for existing players so that they may upgrade as needed. To those who have been invited by their friends and family who have been considering joining, as well as our retail partners, we sincerely apologize for any inconvenience this may cause and ask that for your understanding and cooperation in order to reduce congestion. We will continue to monitor the situation as we consider the timing around resuming sales. So, just going back on what they said, they want to be able to have new people coming in. Like, I know, for example, I wanted to get my sister to try to play. I've been trying to get her on it, but that's not going to happen now. Kind of sucks. But, on that also, I have a bunch of friends at work that I've been like, hey, you should check it out. You should check out the Final Fantasy. It's killing me right now. Like, I'm enjoying the grind. I've been enjoying it for over a month now, and I just love it. Haven't enjoyed a game like this in a long time, and it kind of sucks that now I can't get those friends and family to join in. But it's completely understandable. Like, what kind of experience are they going to have if they try to join the game and they can't join a game? Like, they can't even get in. Like, it's understandable that, at this point they just kind of want to, all right, take some time off, guys. We'll re-up it when we get there. All right. The one that's killing me, I got to actually check real quick, make sure I'm not aired out. Okay, we're not aired out. Error 2002 while waiting in the login queues. In regards to error 2002 that occurs during login queues outside of cause related to unstable connections, we have confirmed a bug. A bug? A bug. This bug was part of the login-related program created back in Final Fantasy XIV version 1.0. And thanks to the reports and tests carried out by many of our players, we were able to identify the cause of the problem. We apologize for not being able to identify the issue on our end, and thank you all for submitting detailed reports regarding this matter. Although the code for fixing this bug is already prepared, applying the fix will require patching the game client, which will be addressed in patch 6.01. Scheduled for Tuesday, December 21st. As this issue occurs while waiting in the queue for a very long time, we considered releasing the patch ahead of schedule, but in the end decided to include it in patch 6.01. As there is already a lot of new code in the pipeline for the patch, and interrupting the process of verifying them may lead to other bugs. We apologize for the inconvenience and ask for your patience a bit longer. Understandable. I get it. I'm there. I'm tracking with you. I'm picking up what y'all throwing down. So they just want to make sure that everything's good. They did the same thing by delaying the release. Like, they just want to make sure that everything is, all their ducks are in a row. So they don't just send something out and then it ends up being just hot garbage. Nobody wants to play it. Nobody wants to do anything with it. Nobody wants anything to be about it. Understandable. I approve of it 100%. I fully am excited for it. Upcoming patch schedule. Due to the high levels of congestion, we are aware that there have been a lot of discussions in the community about the release of Pandemonium Asphodelos Savage in patch 6.05, scheduled for Tuesday, January 4th, 2022. Regarding this, as long as there are no major issues, we plan to release the patch as scheduled. We understand there are concerns about World Force races and first week progression, but patch 6.05 will add a number of new elements, such as the addition of a new Algan tombstone. Good. I was wondering when that was going to actually show up. New crafting recipes, as well as new treasure hunt dungeon, the Exitarian 6000. Many players are looking forward to content aside from high-end duties, and furthermore, considering the balance of the rewards and item levels from said content, we cannot withhold only the Savage and rebalancing. These would delay the patch release by several weeks and would affect 6.1 and beyond. So they're going to still be releasing content, it looks like. We regret to say that in the midst of major congestion, but as mentioned earlier, unless there are major issues, we plan to release the patch as scheduled. We ask for your understanding and cooperation regarding this matter. Okay, so they're going to be releasing the everything on time. Like, yeah, no, it's literally just going to be straight up. They're sticking with their guns. Updates regarding the addition of new data centers and worlds. Since July 2021, in order to accommodate the significant increase in the number of new players, we have been working towards building a new logical data center and adding new worlds. However, due to the effects of COVID-19 pandemic, we have not been able to make any additions due to suspension of semiconductor production and manufacturing factories, decrease in production quantities, as well as shortage of raw materials. Although we are investing much more money than usual, our attempts to alleviate the ongoing congestion situations are being delayed due to the physical shortage of server equipment. I mean, I think it's no surprise anybody who's been trying to buy a GPU or a PlayStation or an Xbox in the past, 2 years almost now, like, yeah, we have a semiconductor shortage. There's literally nothing that we can do. You can't get them. You're not going to get them. And if the Square can't even get them for a massive game like this, yeah, it's chalked. Like, it's understandable. Like, if you can't get the items to actually make the servers, because this is not going to happen. With the help of IT equipment vendors from all around the world, we are slowly beginning to receive information about delivery dates and figures, considering the high specification requirements for the Final Fantasy servers, along with the fact that adding a single logical data center requires hundreds of servers. We invariably need much more time, but we are starting to see some progress in line with this. The server and infrastructure teams are working together to plan for new additions, and we hope to be able to provide some sort of roadmap by the end of January 2022. So we'll be looking ahead for January timeframe, see what we actually get on the new data centers. We are considering adding servers to each region, especially plans for large-scale addition to North America and Europe, and we will be looking at the number of servers, infrastructure construction time, power issues, and server rack situation to see if we should do this sequentially or in one big push. Either way, the plan is to introduce a large number of additions, which we intend to carry out quickly and safely with as minimal inconvenience to our players as possible, and we will follow up regarding this matter as we progress. So, yes, we're just... They have to figure it out. They have to figure out when they're going to be able to get the equipment in. They have to figure out how they're going to implement it, and they want to minimize the amount of downtime and effect that's going to have on us. Now, as an NA player, I'm excited for that. I think this is going to be pretty awesome. I think that yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty cool to finally see, everything start expanding out a little bit more servers, more. I don't know where they're gonna put this data center at, but I think that'd be pretty cool. I'm excited for it. Inquiries about errors triggered by specific payments. Since the release of Endwalker, we have received a large number of inquiries from players who have been unable to play the game due to errors which occurred during payment or code registration. After reviewing the details of these inquiries, we found that the accounts involved are being accessed from the same environment as those by a group of people who are believed to be providing suspicious services. As a result, these accounts were determined to be using suspicious services that temporarily access user accounts to log in and make payments or create accounts on their behalf, and were blocked from payment and code registration as a part of fraud prevention. Such suspicious services may have a history of theft or other fraudulent credit card activity, and we cannot do anything other than safeguard against such activity and cannot restore those accounts. As a reminder, we ask that you refrain from using such suspicious services for your own good. We will continue to strive to provide the utmost support from everyone around the world that can play comfortably. We sincerely apologize for any inconvenience caused by the ongoing server congestion. We appreciate your understanding and cooperation. So, with that one coming out, I haven't obviously gotten much into any of that, but it seems like if you're doing sketchy stuff, they ban the accounts just to make sure that nothing crazy is happening. It is what it is. Like, you'll get figured out. But with that being said, I think the big note I think is really going to be, because the Era 2002 is what it is, but I think honestly all of this is going to be, all this stuff up here is just temporary. I think we're really trying right now, this upcoming patch schedule that we have here, and I think that the new data centers and worlds is really what we're going to be banking for at this point. I think it's going to be a long time. It's probably going to be till mid next year, probably around July from when they started looking at it, probably about a year's time frame for them to actually be able to start implementing anything and start making these changes, especially as we're kind of trying to wind down from the pandemic as it stands. I think that's the most logical trying to answer is probably mid 2022 to start seeing something tangible from all of this. But like I said, they'll try to get us some information by the end of January, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, thank you guys so much for checking out. I'm pretty excited. I think I'm about to be able to log in now finally for the day, so I'm going to go and start hitting some Endwalker grind. If you guys enjoyed the video, smash that like button and hit that sub. It's going to be really cool. Would love to see you guys here. I also stream on twitch.tv/noexcuse1332, same as my name on here, so come check me out. And I will catch you on the next one. All right, awesome. Peace.